also go through it. So first question is, what is an update set? How best we can define it? Anyone want to tell what is update set?
Let me try.
Yeah, please.
Uh, Updates set is um, it's used to capture configuration and customization so that um, those changes moved from one instance to the other.
Right. Okay. This is the straightforward definition. Okay. Good. So, any questions on this one? Everyone clear?
You have a typo on the answer.
Ah, it's fine.
Used to capture customization and configurations.
Customizations and configurations. Yeah, it's okay. Um, Use it to capture the. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Because I'm very poor in this one. Okay, spellings. Ignore my
Okay.
spellings always. Okay. Right. Okay. So the definition is what is update set. So update set is maybe it is used to capture the customizations and configurations and used to move from one instance to another instance. Okay. So second important question maybe here is in which format the update sets will store the data.
This underscore update set.
Which format?
Oh, which format? Okay.
Okay. It
Yeah,
stores in the XML format.
XML. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this is also one important thing we covered. So this is the first.
But
Hama, tell me.
here we can add it's like used to configure means like maybe group of customizations and configurations.
We can keep it then. Yeah, that is also important. That is also maybe let's say I have only one update. That time there is no group, na? You can capture group, you can capture one, just a general group of customizations also you can say. So anything is which is meaningful, but the main plot is why we use it. This is what very important. It is a one single capture, one many captures, group, anything now, right? Like maybe in simple words, if we don't want to use all this terminology, in general update set is one thing where we capture our work, development work. Simple. That is also right. Right now, if I say like this, update, I will use update set to capture my development work to move to test. That is also right, right? You agree?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But we start seeing things, few things like customization, configuration, because we use those words in general. That is the reason we started customization. Okay. Now moving to the second question. The second question is, what are the tables? Okay. So update set, where update sets will store. Okay. So there are two important tables we already seen yesterday. Okay. One is system update set table where the main update set information will store, and second one is sys update XML table where the updates information will store. Okay.
This update set.
Yeah. So in case if you want to see, just we'll see here. Okay. So see, I am opening one update set. Okay. So the update set is going and showing in update set table, sys update set table, and this update set
Okay.
have, sorry. Okay. This update set have these many customizations. So the customizations are updates. Okay. Will store in sys underscore update underscore XML table. You can see down. The link is popping up in a color, purple color. Okay. Or you can even open it also. Sys underscore update underscore XML. This table. Right. So this is the second important question. Is that clear, everyone?
Okay.
And
Yeah. Okay. So next move to the third question. Okay. Third question is ways to move update set from one instance to another instance. Which one is the best one to follow? Okay. So here from last two classes we seen, right? So one method is okay. What is the first method, Andy? Okay, via XML. Okay. Okay, so via XML we move it. So we in dev instance, okay, we capture everything, okay, and we keep it on save complete. Once it is completed, we export export into XML, okay, and then we go to another instance. From there, retrieved update set, import it, and then load, preview, commit. Before commit, we also check the number of updates that it is capturing and getting it, and also we preview the issues and then we commit it. That is one method. Second method is, okay, we create a update source in the test instance or prod instance, and then we connect the dev instance to test instance or test instance to prod instance via update source, okay, and we retrieve the completed update sets. If you go to, okay, update source, maybe I can't show you here because I don't have update source here, but yesterday we connected one other instance and we configured the update source there, which is linking to my instance. We consider that as a test instance, right? So there we have an update source. You just click it. There you have another option. One second. Maybe I could show maybe like this. I want to show that image. Maybe if you get it, then fine. Okay, so retrieved completed update set. So you will be getting like this. Okay, you can't see now. You can you once you will be having like button retrieved completed update set button. Okay, give me 1 second. Huh. Okay, then this is preview. Preview, it is telling about preview, but retrieved updates set somewhere you can see. Yeah, this is again a preview. I think you've seen it now. Please refer that.
Yeah, yesterday's video is very clear. It was very clear and
It was clear. Now please go through it. But that is the method, ma. That is the second method. Okay. So one important thing is which method we need to follow and why. Okay. Always prefer to go use second method. Means yesterday class method. Update source method. Why? Because see, in first method you are downloading the XML into your local system, and then you are maybe generally no, we download that file and then we send that file or we keep it in somewhere and other person tester will load it and then like this we do. Okay, but uh, but okay, uh, if there is something called file system format, file system. Okay, so now when I say if I download a file to my local computer, na, based on my local computer file system, sometimes the file may change. Okay, the file format may change. Okay, so if the file change, na, then when you are loading into test instance, it may not identify as a right file. Okay, because you are downloading physically. But here, when you are connecting data source, the dev instance and test instance are remotely connecting, and the file is also transferring via web service, so that there will be no damage of the file, no change in the file. So there are no config, nothing will be happen. It's a clean system defined method. Here, second one is system defined method. No, there would be no issues occurs. But here it is a physical. Maybe I will send you the file in a email. The email will be compressed. Okay, and when they are downloading it, it will not work. So all these disadvantages will be there. So in general, we will be using update source method, second method, and which is a preferable method. Okay, and you will be already set this one. If it is a new infrastructure where you are building from scratch, first time you have to set it, or else if it is already running project, it will be already there. Okay, so the next question is same. What is update source? How to configure the update source? That we already seen it yesterday, right? It is clear. Maybe in case if we are not clear, please review the video. Okay, so update source nothing but it is to connect the two systems and it will help to retrieve the update sets, completed update sets. Okay, ma? This is clear, na? Here, if we don't pronounce the words correctly, they may ask a cross question. So let's say I will say update source is useful to retrieve the update sets. Okay, then they will immediately ask, so will it get the in progress update sets? Will it get the ignore update sets? No, it will get only the completed update sets. Even that particular action button also retrieved completed update sets. Right now, everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And now next question is, what is backout? Backout is once the update set is committed. If you don't want those updates, okay, uh, to be applied, maybe you can have an option called backout. So backout is, see here, I have the backout here also. In my, it should be there in my here also. So I did something from 2 days. I did something, and this story got cancelled. The requester came up and said, I don't want this story. Okay, business don't want this particular requirements. Okay, consider like I did it. I just about to move it. So once we say complete, okay, once the state is complete, see here I'm showing back. I'm moving in progress. Okay, so now backout is not there. Once the state become complete, okay, here you will get one. Here also you will get one more button. You will get backout. So backout is something like you don't want this changes. Whatever the changes are done using this update set, okay, the backout will erase them, and it makes the system move to back state, previous state, original state. Right, Nama? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
That's it. Revert the changes that captures by updates it. So methods to handling dev work. This is general question, ma. Okay. Here it is like a more process. You need to understand it. Okay. This question, the meaning of this question is, the purpose of this question is you have to understand what kind of model you are following. Agile method. If it is agile method, how you are getting the work. Okay. You use story. What is a story? Okay. We discuss later deeply. But story is a ticket where you use to capture your work, development work. Okay, then what else we have? It we have a sprint, we have release. Okay, how much duration you follow? You follow 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month. Okay, then what are the steps you follow? Dev, test, prod, okay, QA, UAT, all these phases. So this is more like you need to get an idea how development projects will be running in the live environments. We already discussed deeply in the first today, like how development work will be handled, steps of development work, right? Yesterday also we discussed. So just this is like a more general question. Even your answer is also need to be aligned to that. Okay. So I will be explaining the Scrum story. What is story? What is Scrum? In the story, what are the components will be there? Okay. That part I will be explaining to you later. But this is the expected one for this question. Okay, ma, is that fine? Yes. No. Any questions still so far? So far, any questions?
No.
No. Others? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. And the next one is explain at least two preview issues. Okay. What are preview issues? When you are committing update sets, before commit, system will be validating the changes. Okay. So we've seen two preview issues so far. Okay. Maybe just explain them, and going forward, you will be seeing more. Okay. So you can also explain them also. So one we seen is with the latest version. Okay. And second one we seen is with UI sections, that slash bucket one. Okay, maybe you can just explain it, or I'll just tell like these are the basic things we will get it. And when you get a preview issue, what you do? You will compare with the local. Okay, you see the missing record, and you identify the issue, and then you take a decision whether you can accept or reject, accept or skip. Okay, that particular word you need to mention. So the question, why they ask the question is, they want to know whether you know the things or not. See here, this is one example. Yesterday we seen the same thing, UI section one. This is related to slash bucket. Okay, maybe some other issue. Okay, find this particular link will tell you, ma, the two examples that we discussed here also there. You can compare it and then you either accept it or skip it. Okay, and also few more. Maybe you can just go through it. But I'm just copying this link. Okay, as a sample. Okay, but we already seen it separately. Okay, uh, try to speak in a normal like explained way. That is the expected thing. This is to know whether you really worked or like you just edit and came. If we explain real time things, na, then they will get confident. Okay, you really worked on, you seen them, you worked on them. Okay, ma, is that clear? Seventh question. Yes, no, please confirm.
Yes, sir. So previewed issues means
Preview issue, ma.
we have to explain. Preview issue means the errors we got.
Yes, while you are committing update sets, once you retrieve it, so previous like the
Mm.
other system, other instance will validate the changes and then give you a report.
Mm.
Can you take it, or you have any validation issues? That those are the preview issues. So yesterday, day
Oh.
before yesterday, we seen two issues, no? Those
Yes,
two
sir.
issues. So at least
Okay.
some, maybe if you get this kind of thing, no? Or else see, you may not get this kind of question, but they directly ask you, tell me about update sets, and you have 10 minutes window. Okay, so within 10 minutes, how much you can speak? You can speak all these questions and answers without letting them know that you are reading and like you are going through one by one question. Generally, you can over it up, right?
So we can tell them about the first method of update set, sir, or first method is
Don't,
important to discuss.
yeah. So if you tell like this, that means you read it and came.
Yeah.
But you tell in a different way, where it feels like you did this, like you followed this method for a company or a client last project. Then that time, how you tell?
Yeah, we don't tell the XML method.
We don't tell XML method. We retrieve it from other instance using update source. Once it is done, then we preview it. We run the preview,
Okay.
and there would be some preview issues. We validate each one, and we'll take a decision
Okay.
based on the issue. Maybe example is UI section one or latest version one. Then we'll commit it
Mm.
and we'll properly test it. Okay.
Okay, sir. Got it. So, do we have any name for the second method, sir, or we just
Update source, ma.
oh, second method is called update
Update
source
source.
method.
It's not. There are okay. Technically, there are
Yeah.
no technical words, but update source
Mm.
method or XML method. That's it.
Okay.
Clear, ma? Good question
Yes.
actually, but clear till this point?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Others, is that clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. So next important thing is this is very, very, very important. Default update set. Okay. In your system, every system, okay, default there is one update set that will be there for every scope of application is default update sets. Okay. If you don't select any update set, by default, things will go on stored in default update set. Okay. Till yesterday, you did so much of work and you don't know updated concept. Na? Those 10 days, your work, every work gone to this default update set. Go to default update set global. Okay. And then open this and see how many updates will be there in that. It will be many, so many. Because every of your work so far you did, maybe for me it's 175, but for you it would be in thousands. Okay. So default update set is one where if you don't select any update set, okay, the changes will by default go to default update set. It's a system generated update set. Okay, this is the first definition. Is that clear, ma?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Second important question is, okay, if if I complete this default update set, see here, I have two, but maybe okay, let me see, let me show you. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay. Uh, give me 1 second. This is very important. Local update set. Okay, so see default update set, now default one. So this is default. Okay, global. This is also default. So what I'll do is, okay, now it is capturing here, right? So let's say there is one default update set. Okay, you in your instance, what you do now? For my instance, maybe it is confusing you people. Okay, but your instance, okay, make your default update set state to complete. Okay, and then save it. That means the default update set you are saving it. So immediately system will create another update sets with the default one. Okay. Now for me default one is there. So default two it is now. Okay. If I make default two also complete, then it system will create default three. So always one default update set should be there, and we don't touch it actually. Okay, we will be creating our own update sets and then we'll start capturing things in that. But don't touch default update set, and if you say default update set complete, system automatically create another update set with default 1, default 2, default 3. This is another interview question. Okay, but in general we don't touch default update set. Okay, keep that in mind. Is that clear, ma?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, everyone.
Yes, Sandy.
Okay, so uh, yeah, 13. one more question came. Okay, so this is one important. So next important thing is merged update sets. Okay, merged update set is something like, see here, go to local update set. Consider like you are working on a story. Okay, this story, and you worked on 5 days. Okay, 5 different days. You created 5 6 different update sets. Okay, and you completed the work. Finally, you have, instead of moving 5 times, okay, instead of moving 5 times, system have one option called merged update set. So you can club all of them into one update set. You can merge them. Okay, when you merge them, okay, it will move everything into one. Okay, and it will be doing like this. So if I say merge now, it will ask you to select this, and okay, it's saying all. I need to see, but okay, it will merge all of them into one update set, and then it will be ignored remaining. Maybe I can apply some filter. Give me 1 second. So I want to merge this story related. So what I do is I will just get only this thing. This is my story related. Okay, these three. Now I will merge them into one. So merge. Okay, so all these three will become one, and they will be empty. These three will be empty or deleted. See here, I got merged update set. Okay, and remaining three, the story become one. They become ignored. That means they are dummy now. And when we see merged update set, all these things will move under this. So far we captured 10, and so total we have 10 changes. Okay, from these three merged update, three updates. Okay, now you can move this one to test. You can make it complete, and then you can move this one. But okay, this is not a best. This is not a way we follow. We follow to move one by one. That makes very smooth process. But if you merge it, na, it will give so many conflicts. Consider what kind of conflicts you get. It is something like, okay, in update set 1, you captured a dictionary. In update set 2, you changed the same dictionary. In update set 3, you deleted the dictionary. In update set 4, you again captured the update. You again created one more field. So each time you are changing the version, every change you do, the version will change. Right? You seen it, right? Yesterday we discussed it. Let's say we seen one dictionary thing or one UA policy thing. Let's open this one. Okay. Let's say anything what we can incident. UA policy. We'll just see UA policy. Okay. So every change that you do, the system will record with a new version. Okay. And this latest version also will store in update set. Okay. This is one concept. So the more and more you capture now, so one entity you captured multiple times, and you keep it under, you are merging all of them into one tree, like a merged update set. So let's get here, let's say this one. So this is UA policy action. Just open this. Okay, now get the version, get this related list to see version and update, these two. Okay, see here what I'm trying to say is, okay, see where I'm in default update set 2. Okay, keep this point also. Now if I do something, it will come under this one. Okay, because I didn't create any update set for my work. Okay, there is something came already. Now see what I'm telling is, everything you do, okay, I did one time na, one time we did yesterday, and it captured in version 1. Okay, now what I do, I will just change something. Okay, I will change something to false. Okay, I change something to false, I save it. Okay, this particular change will store in version 2. Okay, now this one happened. Okay, this one happened, and it captured here. Now I do one more change. Okay, it again changes, and it will save in version 3. Okay, this point is clear, ma? Versioning. So how many times you change a particular configuration, it records in the version. This is clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you go back to a previous version?
Yes, we can go. We can go. So right click on it, revert to previous.
In fact, okay.
Revert. Yeah. So now consider like first day I captured this in one update set. Second day I captured this in another update set. Third day I captured this in third update set. Now those three update set are merged. Okay. So when we merged them, these three will get conflict. The updates we are moving all the updates in one update set. So these there got some chances like these three will get merged and they will get conflict. Okay, so these to avoid these things and all, now we don't merge them, but we have an option just for interview point of view, just keep it merged update set. Okay, ma, is that clear?
Do we use merged update sets in real time?
No, ma. No, we don't use because if you start using it now, you are making the things complex. Okay, so we
Okay.
follow agile. Agile means as simple as smaller as possible. Okay, when you have 10 update set, you may take 10 minutes to move them, but if you merge them into it looks 1 minute, but if you get preview issue, it will take 30 minutes to resolve. To understand it, what we need it, what we don't need it, take an accept, take a reject, skip, that and all, it is a big problem. So we make it very simple way. We can use it, but I never see like we use merged update set in all my projects because it makes conflicts. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So next question is what are the states of an update set and how to manage them? There are three states. Okay. What are the states? In progress, complete, and ignore. Okay. In progress, we say when it is in progress, you can select it and then you can start capturing things. Complete, once your work is done, you complete it, and then once it is completed, either you can export into XML or you can retrieve from other instance. Third thing is ignore. Consider like you created an update set, but you didn't use it. Okay, you did some work, but you didn't use it, you didn't move it. So that time you can make it ignore. Okay, so here we merged it. So once we merged it, now the three update sets are already become ignored. That means they are in use, right now, because we moved everything into one. So this is active now, and remaining three become ignored here. So like this. This is one example. Or you are doing some work, you don't want to move them because it is a cancelled one. You can either revert or you can ignore also. Okay, if you revert back out, you don't see them. But if you ignore them, it may have a copy. In future, maybe if you want it again, then you can make it in progress or complete and then move. Okay, back out will completely erase it, but ignore it will keep it and you can use it in future if you want it still. Okay, so these are the three. Any questions here, ma? Yes, no? Please confirm.
Yes.
Hmm. So limitations of update sets, best practices of update sets. The best practices is general, ma. Okay. So what are the discussions we did, na? We don't merge it, we don't back out. Okay, we take dev to test to prod, and we don't do any changes directly in upper environments. Those and all best practices. Okay. I'll
We don't back out, sir.
maximum we don't back out, ma. Okay. So if we want to back out, maybe we need to be very careful. So back out is not the best option to do always, but it's a very rare one. Okay. So those and all best practices. Maybe I can give you one document where it have best practices list. Okay, you just go through it. Okay. And limitations. This is very important question. Okay. There are many things where update set will not capture. Okay. First important thing is a record. Consider like I'm in this update set. Okay, so if I create an incident record, okay, or a problem record, change record, will that record will capture in update set?
No, no.
No, right? And there are few concepts like home pages, reports, dashboards, schedule jobs, those and all we didn't see, but they don't also capture it. Okay, it captures configurations and few specific configurations like schedule jobs and all it won't capture. So let's get that list. But now you don't get it because you don't know many topics. Okay, limitations. Okay, but once we are completed all the concepts, na, we will be knowing it. Now, okay, I'll just keep this one. Once we are done with all topics like business rules, schedule jobs and all, then it will be more clear. Okay, there would be some list here. Where is the list? Here. No, this is not a good list. I'll give you the list also, ma. Okay, somewhere I can get it, and then limitations of update sets. Okay. Maybe this is a good one. Okay, basic of ServiceNow, I will be giving you the videos, na. So the same video he also give the documentation. Maybe you can start going to this particular one also. So where he is giving what are the things will capture, what are the things not captures. Okay, and this list you can use it once you completed that. And here also he is giving all the other things also, like how to move the update sets, same steps. Okay, this one you can keep it, and it's a nice document he prepared with so much of efforts. Okay, and our topic here is, where is that? What are the things it will capture? What are the things it will not capture? Yeah. Give me 1 second. So here, these things will not capture. Schedule jobs, schedules, users, groups, emails, etc. They won't capture. And if you create any record also, it will not capture. And all these things will capture. Okay, just keep this one. This is very important link. You can just go through. Maybe when you get time once. Okay, and last important thing is this one we have not covered, but we can cover now. Where is that? Okay, see, in general, okay, we may see here now I captured, I didn't see what I selected the update set. Okay, and I did some work. The work went to default update set. Okay, now I got to know that I need to create an update set. Now, so what I do is, see, this is very important one, real time important one. Okay, I create one update set here. Okay, take this name and use this name for our update set 1.3. The story is incomplete. Okay, there is something we need to do. Okay, so I created an update set. Okay, so now when I create this update set, okay, in this update set I should supposed to capture it. Okay, in this update set I supposed to capture it, but somehow I mistakenly captured in default update set. Okay, you got it, ma? Everyone, you
Yes,
got
sir.
this one? So these three updates are two updates I mistakenly captured in default update set, but I should capture in this update set. This is the mistake I did. Okay, this how I can move the updates from one update set to another update set. Okay, you got the requirement, ma? Okay, I have few updates in another update set. I want to move them from one update set to another update set. So from default, this one I want to move to this one. This is what the expectation. Is that clear? Expectation is clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Others? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Andy.
Yeah. Now if it is clear, now just simple. It's very simple. Go to this update set. Open the update. Okay. The update will open like this. Okay. We don't care all of the data and all, but here it is telling you which update set. Now currently this is under this one. Okay. So give your update set name here. So give your update set name, which is 3. Okay, and save it. Okay, now just go here, just refresh in update default update set. It is not here, and go to the other update set which you meant to do. Okay, it is there. So we moved it. So open the update and here change the update set name. That's it. Sometimes max, this is very rare, commonly occurred one more. Daily na, maybe if we are running multiple stories, we get sometimes confused. We'll just capture somewhere and we will forget. Like now, once you got to know, then you can easily move them. If you have multiple, okay, you can also go as like something like you can open a related list, means list, okay, and identify one, and then in one shot you can change the update set name also. Okay, you can select Okay, shift down arrow, it will select multiple, change in one shot. That also you can do. This one also fine, but be careful when you do it. You have to only move your update sets, no other update sets. Okay, Ma, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these are the basic, very important all questions where we can cover as part of update set, ma. Update set concepts, update set questions. Okay. We covered in 3 classes. It should be in 1 class only, but we covered in 3 classes in very detailed. Okay. Nothing else left. Only thing is we need to practice and we need to see, okay, as many update sets moves as possible. See more and more and more update sets and move them. Once you move, okay, you see so many issues. Don't scare the issues, analyze the issues. When you start analyzing the issue, now you see the lower part of low level concepts. Okay, is that clear, everyone? Any questions?
Yeah.